Good afternoon, dear students. How are you? I am very fine. In this class, we will discuss about liquefaction of gases. So, this is the last topic of this Unit 6. So, what are the importance of liquefaction of gas and what is mean by liquefaction of gas? So, liquefaction of gas means to convert this gas molecules into the liquid form. So we are converting this molecules from one state into the another state, or one base to another base. So this process is generally known as liquefaction process, or liquefaction of gases, we can say. Okay, so we are going to see the liquefaction of gas and what are the uses and what are the processes involved in this equation of in this process, liquefaction of gases. We are using many gases in our daily life for respiration system, that means for breathing. Okay, and that is the most important application of gas. And the next application, gases are using for burning and for the domestic uses, and also for also in the rocket field, that means in the space field. Okay, so we use this gas like hydrogen and oxygen and some organic compounds like methane, butane. So these are the compounds we use for burning. So for the commercial use and also for the also for the industrial use. So in our home we use the LPG. We are using LPG. So that is also a gas. Okay, so LPG is liquefied petroleum gas. Okay, liquefied petroleum gas. That means petroleum gas, that gas molecules are liquefied. Okay, and so this liquefaction process is undergo by one method or one effect. It is called Joule-Thomson effect. What's that? Joule-Thomson effect. So we used here to the Joule-Thomson effect. So for liquefaction of gas, the gases like methane, ethane, propane, butane. So generally propane and butane we used in the LPG. So this methane, propane, butane, these are most important gaseous particles for this domestic and industrial use. For liquefying this gases, we use Joule-Thomson effect. So the compressed gas. So when compressed gas is under the compression by applying the pressure and reducing the temperature, the gas particles are converting into the liquid particle. That means it is under the compression process. Okay, so that the gas is under the compression process. So in this compression process, this compressed gas are forced into go to the another region. So you can take this as a LPG gas cylinder. You can open that nozzle and then the gas will release from that cylinder. Okay, so so the gas is compressed in that cylinder, that is a high pressure area or the high pressure region. So from that high pressure region, gas is released, or it is forced to move from the high pressure area to the lower pressure area through orifice plug. Okay, from a minute part. Okay, so it is going through a orifice plug into the into lower pressure area. So it is moving from high pressure area to or high pressure region to low pressure region. So this is the phenomena we used here through lowering the pressure of this compressed gas. So lowering the temperature of this compressed gas, it will go from the higher pressure area to the lower pressure area to expand adiabatically. That means to reducing the temperature, it is expanding. So if you reduce the temperature, the gas will to reducing the temperature, gas is expanding adiabatically. So this movement of gas from higher pressure area to the lower pressure area with through this orifice block, that process, this whole process or this phenomenon is known as the Joule-Thomson effect. So for getting the Joule-Thomson effect, it is observed only below some certain temperature. So the temperature below which is the gas obey Joule-Thomson effect. That effect the temperature is called inversion temperature. So the gas undergo the Joule-Thomson effect, or it is obey the Joule-Thomson effect at a certain temperature. So that temperature is known as inversion temperature. So this inversion temperature. Inversion temperature we are generally noted or denoted as Ti. Inversion T, temperature. So inversion temperature. So what is inversion temperature? The temperature below which a gas obeys Joule-Thomson effect is called inversion temperature, generally denoted by Ti. And we used here to find out this inversion temperature two constants. So what are the constants we used? Two constants, van der Waals constant. So what are the van der Waals constant? We know A and B. So these two constants is involving in this inversion temperature Ti to find out the inversion temperature of a particular gas. So formula for inversion temperature is Ti inversion temperature is equal to 2A divided by RB. Okay, so this is inversion temperature. This is one of the important question from this unit, small question. So some gases like nitrogen molecule, hydrogen molecule and oxygen molecule, then helium, they have very low critical temperature. So oxygen, helium, nitrogen and hydrogen, they have low critical temperature, that means Tc. They have low critical temperature. So if you apply this, or it is undergo the Joule-Thomson effect, so applying the cooling effectively, then when it is reached into the inversion temperature, these gases are reached into the inversion temperature, there is no rise in the temperature or there is no fall in the temperature of a gas, but it will expand. So the gases like oxygen, nitrogen and hydrogen and helium, these are undergo the Joule-Thomson effect. So at the inversion temperature, there is no increase or rise in temperature and also no fall or decrease in temperature. Okay, but it is expanding, the gas is expanding. So through a hole it is going into the under region, and when it is heating up it will expand, the gas will expand. So this is the method to using liquefaction to liquefy the gas. But we have some more method to understand the liquefaction of gas. We have three more methods to for liquefaction of gas. First method, Linde's method. In this Linde's method, we use Joule-Thomson effect. Here also we using the Joule-Thomson effect to liquefying the air into the liquid air or liquefying any other some other gas. Okay, so in the Linde's method we use Joule-Thomson effect only. And second method is Claudius method. So in this method, gas we used here, that gas is undergo the mechanical work. So in the undergo the mechanical work with the addition of Joule-Thomson effect into it. So because of that mechanical work with the Joule-Thomson effect, it's performed to produce more cooling in that gases, and you can easily liquefy that one. Okay, so the Claudius method is explaining here mechanical work with Joule-Thomson effect. Then last process of this liquefaction process, third one, last one, adiabatic process. Adiabatic process. So magnetic property of magnetic materials is removed from some magnetic compounds, gadolinium like gadolinium sulfate. So after removing this, you can produce the cooling process by adiabatic process into the gas. So removing the magnetic property. By this method, and the temperature is 10 power minus 4 Kelvin. That means it is low as 0 Kelvin. Okay, so these are the three method we used other than Joule-Thomson effect. First one, Linde's method, Claudius method, and adiabatic process. So this much only in this unit 6. We can move to the question marking. In the page number 175, you have three types of Joule-Thomson effect, three types of liquefaction process of gas. They can ask the question like to write the different method for liquefaction of gas, or they can ask the method with the name, write Linde's method, Claudius method, and adiabatic process. So you have to mark this. If they ask together, you write everything. If they ask this separately, you write it separately. And another question is inversion temperature. So write this. The temperature below which a gas obeys Joule-Thomson effect is called inversion temperature, and also this equation. Okay, so this is also a 2-mark question. In page 176, you will have the table like this, so you can easily remember this equation with the name and what are the condition and the expression. Okay, so learn this table also. Take page number 270. You have one word answers. Mark this in the page number 178. Then take page number 272. You have the answer for the questions from question number 46 to question number 55. Okay, so these all are the problem oriented questions. So they are given the answer in the book pack, page number 272. Then take page number 182 in your book. You will get some list of book. This is book back question, and these are most of the questions are application questions. And in this side, these all the questions are problem oriented question. I already given the page number for this solution of this problem oriented questions. This is question number 26, state Boyle's law. Pause this video and write the question. Mark it in your book. This is question number 27, application oriented question. You have to write this. Pause the video and write it. Answer for question number 28. This is answer for question number 29. Then 30. One of the important question. This one and the previous one. Pass it and write the answer. This is third point of question number 30. And this is question number 31, solution. 32. 31 is an important question, frequently asked question. 33 also an important question. Write it in a paper and paste it in your book. Pass it and write. These are the solution for question number 33. This side. B, C, D. Then 34. So this type of application questions are frequently asked questions, generally for all the examination. They'll ask the questions, one or two questions from this part. 35, 36, A, B, C. Then 37, 38, 39, important question. 39. Sorry, 39 is an important question. 40. Continuation of question number 40. Then this is 41. This is also important question, that means application questions. Then 42, pressure correction. And volume correction too. This is some important question, so you have to study this. Then 43. you have to write all the steps what I have explained in the note, in the video what I have explained for this question. So you have to study that all the thing, and don't skip any step into it. From that you don't skip any steps. Then 44, 45. Pass it and write the in a paper, write that in a paper and paste it in your book. Pass and write. Up to question number 45 you have the application questions and book inside question. But from 46 it is problem based questions. So I already given the page number for this solution. So write it in a paper and paste it in your book, and study these application questions for each day. For each day 3. Okay, so study 3 questions, separate it 3 questions and study that. Okay students, take unit number 5 and mark the question number 26. Write it in a paper and paste it. Pass and write. Then question number 27. This is question number 28, 29, 30. Near to that question you can write the answer for 30, question number 30. Then 31 we have this table 2 included in question number 31. This is 32. This question answer you can write near to that question. 33. This is 33. 34. Only 4 points. 35. 36. This is the answer of 36, question number 36. Question number 37. This is 38. 39. Question number 40 with answer. This is question number 41. Give uses of gypsum. You have to write it expandly what they are given in the book. Then 42. Calcium and magnesium also you can write it from the book directly, or you can use this also. And question number 43. This is the answer for question number 43. Unit 5, one word questions. Page number 265. These are the one word answer questions. So mark it. Okay students, mark all the questions. What they are given the marking today. Okay, study that application question from the gaseous state unit, all the application questions, and work out that problems also. Okay students, thank you students, take care.